Here we go.
All right, welcome everyone to this week's Reps Call. This is the first meeting of July, so welcome summer for the North Hemisphere. I hope it's not too cold on the south. And I'm gonna say hello to Bara, Abhijit, somebody from the Toronto office, I guess this is from Bara, Fernando, Francesca, Francisco, Harsil, Hermina, Leye, Liv, Lourdes, Luna, Matt, Melinda, Paul Sarbasina, Rao, Tanzil, we're so many. Venkat, Visal, Yamama, Punit, and we are done from the people who are on Zoom. Welcome everybody, and also Phil and Bitin or Luna are watching us from Ermo, and they're gonna write comments on the Matrix room. This week we are having Hermina, who is gonna talk about the Mozilla People Directory. So welcome, Hermina. And afterwards, we will have Sinas that will talk about activities and campaigns on the community portal as part of the REPS Mozilla Council. So without further delay, I'm gonna give the floor to Hermina. Hermina, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Konstantina, for having me. So I just wanted to be here and give you an update on people.mozilla.org. Last time we've talked was a couple of months ago when I was telling you that we opened up the platform for ND8 contributors and for contributors having an LDAP. That what's next is that we are going to open up the platform to all contributors, which happened 2 weeks ago. I'm sure as many of you here are ND8, I'm sure you've used it before in the last couple of months. But I just wanted to tell you that it's live, that we have a public page, that you can create an account. And I wanted to maybe give you the opportunity to ask any questions you might have. I'm here, happy to answer them. Matt, our UX designer, is also here with me. If you've seen the new page, the public page, you will see that it is pretty similar to. I'm going to share my screen so that you see what I'm talking about. It's pretty similar to the community portal in that UI sense, if you wish, and also it sends to. How to do I get involved, and then you are connected to the community portal from the contribute page as well, I guess. So any questions you want to ask me, any feedback you have, I'm very happy to answer. I won't go into a full demo today, but I just wanted to be here and answer questions. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to be the voice of questions in case somebody doesn't want to speak up and prefer writing. Does anybody have questions in the room, or should I start reading stuff? I know you all love my voice.
Konstantina, I forgot, maybe I need to add something. I mentioned it yesterday. I joined the Sumo community as well. So maybe it's something worth mentioning. Like as a timeline, what we want to do next is to work towards bringing access groups into people.mozilla.org. So all the Mozillians access groups, for those ones who are part of them or who are managing them, maybe they will be transitioned to PMO in the next couple of weeks. We hope this to happen by end of July. And the next step will be that we want to decommission Mozillians.org. And again, we hope that this will be done by end of August, the latest beginning of September. We will see how fast things move. Especially with the summer holiday, it might be that it falls in September. But yes, please have a look at your Mozillians profile, create an account in PMO, copy data from there if you wish, because they won't be copied automatically. You will need to create a new profile in PMO and add all the information if you're comfortable sharing. So yeah, thank you for allowing me to add this mention as well.
Cool, thank you, Hermina. The first question kind of statement is also heard in the Sumo call yesterday that vouchers won't be a thing anymore.
Indeed. Vouchers, at least for the time being, we won't continue the voucher program. So what this means is that we want to reconsider it, and we want to work on coming up with something new. I don't have a timeline yet for this, but this is the idea to stop what we've been doing as we've received mixed feedback on vouching, and to come up with a new program that is more inclusive and that allows more people to participate than it happened with vouching before.
Cool. The next question is how we have is what is new since the last time, except the front page? Is there anything new people should be aware about?
Well, the fact that anybody can create a profile in PMO and sign up by using SSO, the fact that you can go in there and add all your information, see stuff. For those ones who used, I guess the question comes from somebody who used people before. For those ones who used it before, no, nothing really new. So we didn't add new functionality. We actually acted on some feedback we received and hid some of the boxes, info boxes that we had in there on the platform. But this is not, nothing mind blowing. So we just improved the UI a little bit. But other than this, I don't think there is anything new. Matt, am I wrong here? Is there something that I'm forgetting?
Other than the, as you say, onboarding experience, I don't think anything.
Yeah, the onboarding. Indeed. Well, the onboarding experience is mainly hitting the new users. So what we wanted to do is to do some hand holding for people who didn't know the platform before. So once you create a profile, the system identifies you as a new user. It can happen that you haven't changed your username yet, so the system will still show you the onboarding flow. So I guess, if you used the platform before but you haven't changed it, you'll still see it. And there are a couple of steps explaining how the platform works and highlighting its main functionality so that it's easier for you to navigate through it.
Cool. We have another one coming in. Will PMO be linked to community portal?
All good questions here. Yes, and actually, yes, we want to link it to the community portal. And Matt designed very, very nicely how this integration should look. So we are at the point where we scoped the whole integration, where we made the designs. We involved developers who gave us feedback and gave us green light practically for saying yes, this is something that's possible, that can happen. We are now partnering with IT and trying to see if there are the right resources in place for this integration to happen and to discuss on timelines. So I don't think that this is the main priority that IT or open innovation have in H2, but I do believe it has a huge potential, and it's something that we should have done from the very beginning. In my opinion, it doesn't make any sense for somebody who contributes to Mozilla to have different profiles to add similar information in different places. So it's something that will come, but I would expect it will come in 2021, beginning of 2021 maybe, but not immediately.
Cool, and we just received 2 more questions. You are famous here. What about Mozillians.org? Is it going to be shut down?
Indeed. When I'm saying it's going to be decommissioned, yes, I would expect that it will run in parallel with PMO for another month or so after we release access groups into PMO. I would expect we will stop editing rights into Mozillians, or at least for access groups. I don't know yet. The idea is that they won't communicate, so I don't want people to be able to insert data into Mozillians that they won't see in PMO. But to the point, yes, they will run in parallel, and then Mozillians will be decommissioned, will be shut down.
Cool. Another one for you. Is there a reason behind the commissioning Mozillians.org?
Yeah, quite a few. We didn't have a developer, an active developer on Mozillians for a while now, unfortunately. And when I say a while, it's more than 1 quarter for sure. There are some security issues, there are some privacy issues with it. So the question was either to invest in Mozillians and bringing it up to what should be now in 2020, or we went for the other option, which was why don't we have a platform that is commonly shared by staff and contributors, because Mozillians, it's mainly used by our non-staff contributors. So that's how we created PMO. Now with PMO bringing both audiences in the same tool, Mozillians doesn't make any sense to maintain it.
Cool. And there is a question reps related that I can answer. One of the prerequisites to apply to the reps program is that the applicant should have a vouched Mozillians profile. Is that going to be changed about Mozillians.org? Is it going to be shut down? Yes, Mozillians.org is going to be shut down, as Hermina just replied for the reason she explained. And yes, that is going to be changed. Of course, we're not going to ask you for a vouched Mozillians without Mozillians being there. So we are going to change the onboarding in order to ensure that is not a requirement. And another one, sorry, Hermina, you are creating questions. Currently, we are required to add a bio, personal info in multiple portals like People DR, Discourse and community portal, etc. It would be great to have just one place to input this info, and that gets reflected on the multiple portals. I know what you mean. I see that happening between Discourse and People's directory. Are there any plans to do that integration with other portals?
Yes, probably it's somebody who joined a little bit later. Yes, it's I answered partially this question earlier. Indeed, you are right. People should be able to fill in that information in one profile, and this should be PMO. This should be people.mozilla.org, in my opinion. And then from that profile, community and staff members should be able to access all the other relying parties that they are members of and that they are contributing to. So what I'm saying here is you're getting to the community portal. Let's say you want to create a profile to contribute in some way. You are brought to PMO, to people, you're filling in your profile information. You're brought back to the community portal. Maybe you'll be asked for more information based on the needs of the relying parties, so the community portal or voice or any other relying parties. And but then you will have only one profile, and the community portal is going to be like an extension of that profile, a very specific extension if you wish. And yes, you're right about the Discourse and the PMO integration. Actually, what we've done there is using that as a proof of concept for how our integration could look like. And it's nice things like you're changing your photo in Discourse, it changes automatically in PMO if you allow for this communication to happen between the two relying parties.
Cool. I don't see any other questions. The person who asked the question says, "Oh, I see. Great, thank you." So that's good. A reply there. Are there any questions in the room? You can speak up. I don't need to speak to tell those questions, but I'm happy to if you want me to. Let me also check Matrix. So, there is somebody in Matrix who is testing as we speak, and he's saying, "I'm getting an error on community portal while trying to log in, saying there was a problem with your login. There is a user with the same email."
In the community portal or in PMO?
I think that's a community portal, so we might look that differently, but that's an interesting one. Yeah, I think that's a community portal, not the PMO, because the PMO is SSO.
Exactly. So I don't know. If it was PMO, it might be a CIS issue, and that's we could solve it with the CIS guys, with InfoSec guys. But if it's community portal, I wouldn't know. Probably Ruben or Konstantin are the best to help you out.
Okay. Other people say I don't have any other questions. I don't see any other questions on the Etherpad, so I think we're good. Thank you very much, Hermina and Matt. You're happy to stay. You're welcome to stay, sorry. You are welcome on every other call we're having. Everyone is welcome on those calls. And with that, I am gonna give the floor to Sina, that is gonna speak about activities and campaigns on behalf of the council. Sina, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you, Constantina. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So, Shabazz sir and I are here on behalf of the council since we are working on the activities and campaigns part of the OKR for this half. And we presented this activities and campaigns information in the hands, but we would like to take this platform to tell this to all our fellow reps if they were not present in the all hands meetings. So I'll just share my screen and we can start. Okay. Yeah, so basically, the objective of preparing such resource on activities and campaigns was to make all the reps aware of the current activities that are going on in the Mozilla community. And people, reps who have been part of Mozilla from a very long time know about the platform. What can I do for Mozilla? That we've been following. Since a very long time for anyone who wants to start contributing to Mozilla. So that is the place where we get to know about every technical and non-technical contributions that a person can do. So this is kind of updated version to the same platform, and we are in the initial phase of this awareness campaign. And if all of this works out well, then we will probably be updating the resource so that this particular presentation becomes the go-to place for all the reps to share information with the fellow contributors of your region. So so this is what it looks like. We all know that we can contribute to Mozilla in technical and non-technical contributions. So these technical contributions have been picked up from the latest community build tags. If you have your regional community up there, any event that you any event that you conduct or plan would fall under these tags. So there's coding under technical contributions where you can actively improve Mozilla's products by developing through code, evangelizing and teaching about the open source and web, testing various Mozilla products. So this falls under technical contributions. For non-technical, we have community building and planning. The REPS program is a great example of this section where contributors step up and become a rep and mobilize and develop more functional regional Mozilla communities. Other contribution areas for non-technical would be documentation and localization and translation. We also have Sumo, where you can help answer users' questions for various products and help the Sumo team, and contribute your design to the open community if you're a designer. So there are various domains, various sections as per your interests where you can start contributing to Mozilla. So these are the activities that go on like every time, and we have campaigns which go on for a very specific period of time. So the current campaign that's going on is the Firefox private relay campaign, and I would like to talk about this as well. So this campaign is an invite-only campaign which was released to the vouched Mozillians, and it's a new experiment from Mozilla that helps you keep your email address and data safe. So we need all the reps help to test this new experiment, and before we we are ready for a wider release. So I'm pretty sure you must have received a mail from Francesca about how to use Firefox Private Relay and how to test it. And which will lead you to this particular platform where where it's clearly mentioned on how to test the Firefox relay. So it would be really helpful if all the reps go on to this platform and test the websites that are mentioned here and fill out the feedback form if you have any bugs to file or any other feedback to be given. So yeah, that's all I have from me. I'm open to questions.
Thank you very much, Sina. Are there any questions? I don't see anything on the chat. Let's see on Etherpad. Nope. I'm also checking Matrix. Oh, somebody's asking, can we get the slides? Like, Sina, can you provide the slides for the community?
Yeah, we will figure out a common location to place the slide where all the community members can get it. Yeah, probably Discourse is a suitable platform.
Cool, because also I see that question on Matrix. And we'll also, I don't remember, Sina, if you mentioned it, plan to give that slides to be translated for your local communities. I know that a lot of your local communities do not speak English and they don't have to. So you can get those slides, translate them and share back on Discourse in your locales so other people can get them in different locales.
Sure, we can do that. Yeah, that's a good feedback. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sina. Somebody says perfect on Matrix. Cool. We have 3 minutes left. Does anybody want to add anything else?
I just wanted to add that after this call, we'll be having a discourse post related to these activities and campaigns, and you are open to come there and suggest other changes what you like to have in this slide itself. Also, we'll be having a OKR, which is totally based on the localizing these contents for the regional communities, as Constantina says. So we'll be open for all the feedbacks.
Cool. Thank you, Shahbaz. Thank you again, Sina, for presenting. I don't see anything else, so we can close this call. Just FYI, I'm going to be on vacations for the next 3 weeks. So Francesca, lovely Francesca, is going to present on those calls. If you want to present something, you are more than welcome to present anytime. Just ping Francesca or just add on the Etherpad what you want to talk about. This is an open call. Anyone can participate. And I wish you all well for the time I won't see you, and see you later in July.